Hello, welcome to College Week Live web presentation coming to you from Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania, USA. I'm very excited that you could join me, and I hope you find this presentation useful. My name is Athula Herat, and I am the chair of the Department of Physics and Engineering here at SRU or Slippery Rock University. Today, I want to give you a very brief overview of our department and some details about the programs that we offer in our department. During this presentation, if you can think of any questions, please type your questions in and I will answer them at the end of the presentation. Before we start discussing the programs and the department, kind of a brief description about our university itself. SRU or Slippery Rock University is a mid-sized university with about 9,000 undergraduates, and we are located in Western Pennsylvania on a beautiful 600-acre campus, and we are a very safe university, and the people who work here, the professors and the staff and the students are extremely friendly. People go out of the way to welcome and help new students, especially those who come from faraway places. We currently have students from 40 different countries and 39 out of the 50 states in the US. So having said that, let's go and take a look at some of the programs we offer and why Slippery Rock might be a good fit for you. All right, so before you pick your degree program, just like any other investment, you need to make sure that there is a return for your investment at the end of the day. So before you make any investment, you want to make sure that once you invest it, what is the return? So you will spend your money, your time, your energy, and so you want to make sure that there is a good return for your investment. Now, if you were to look at any ranking that ranks degree programs based on the return on investment, engineering and most of the sciences and mathematics will be in the top 10 list always. According to US News and World Report, engineering and physics and some other sciences have very strong earning capacity and extremely low unemployment rate. For example, two of the engineering programs that we offer here at Slippery Rock University, namely the petroleum and natural gas engineering or the industrial and systems engineering, the starting average salary is about $90,000 plus, which is an extremely high salary for someone starting the first career after your first degree. So the return on investment for engineering and physics is extremely high. The second question is why SRU? Why would you want to come to SRU to pursue these degrees? One of the things I can tell you about our program at SRU Engineering or Physics is that we have a 99% placement grading, which is the students who graduate from us, 99% of them find good careers, good jobs, or they get good placement in the graduate schools. So and so that's a very high rating. And we also have very good facilities and equipment. We keep our equipment up to date, and we have state-of-the-art equipment, and we give students exposure to the equipment from their first semester here at SRU. One of the main features about SRU as a whole and our department is that our faculty, our professors are extremely accessible. We give what we call a lot of face time. Students can come and talk to us outside the classroom. You can just walk into our rooms, and if you have any questions or concerns, we are more than happy to help you and answer your questions and find solutions to whatever questions you have. We also give a lot of opportunities outside the classroom. One of the things that we pride ourselves is that we think that the education of a student happens outside the classroom as much as inside the classroom. So we give opportunities for students to grow. We offer research opportunities to work with some of the faculty members. And we give we find internship opportunities, service learning. We hire a lot of students to be our tutors or peer instructors. So you can actually, if you have taken your physics classes or your engineering classes, and if you want to be a tutor who can teach the new class who's coming in, we can offer you a good job here in the department itself. And we also are very good at using what's called hands-on teaching techniques. So we make sure that students learn by doing, not just learn by listening to a professor talking all the time. So we have what is called active learning in our classes from your first year all the way to your graduation. And finally, we are a teaching focused institution, and our main goal is your success. So if you do join SRU, we make sure that we'll do everything possible to make sure that you're successful at the end of the day. Okay, like I said, we pride ourselves in exposure to hands-on learning. So all our most of our courses are lab-based. So you will get exposed to very high-tech lab equipment, state-of-the-art lab equipment. And and one of the other features about SRU is that every single class, including labs, are taught by professors, not teaching assistants, not graduate assistants. Every single class is taught by professors with a PhD or a terminal degree in their field. So which is something unique to a university like SRU as compared to some other universities. All right, so let's talk about some programs that we do offer here at SRU. So one of the engineering programs, so let me talk about engineering first. So one of the engineering programs we have developed recently is a Bachelor's of Science degree in Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering. This is a kind of a special area for us because there is a lot of natural gas activity going on in the Western Pennsylvania region. There are a lot of companies that explore and extract natural gas in this region, and there is a demand for engineers who would join that industry. And the program we developed is a 4-year degree here at SRU. It's 128 credits. It's a hands-on learning experience to the exploration, production, and the transportation of gas and oil resources. And we offer internship opportunities. And again, like I said earlier, you get taught by professors in the field with terminal degrees. And we have designed the program so that it will acquire what is called ABET accreditation, which is the accreditation body that accredits all science engineering programs. And one of the things about our program is that compared to other universities in this region who offer the same program, we are extremely affordable. We are $33,000 to $86,000 less expensive than over the 4 years than other universities around the region who offer the same program. Something about the Petroleum Natural Gas Engineering program is that this career is ranked by Forbes magazine as the career that has the highest income potential. For example, the median starting salary is about $99,000, which is extremely high for an undergraduate degree. And the job growth rate, the career growth rate is about 10%, and which is much higher than the average for any industry for that matter. And there are many career paths for people who graduate from this program, including graduate school option, but also any other career that is listed on this PowerPoint slide. Production, drilling, and reservoir engineering, and so on. So this is one of the programs we offer here on campus. The second program that we have developed on campus here is again a 4-year program. It is Industrial and Systems Engineering. So industrial engineers, their main task is to optimize a process. So what they do is they take any organization, any process, and they make sure that they eliminate waste, and they optimize the profits, lower the risk, right? And which is a highly in demand field right now. It's in fact Forbes magazine lists this one of the top most in-demand careers right now in the US. Here in the region we are located, there are so many job opportunities for people with industrial and systems engineering. And again, the starting salary is extremely high. It's close to around 90,000 starting salary. And many industries, high industrial engineers from aerospace to oil and gas to banking to companies like Amazon and many other companies hire industrial engineers. And so it's a very in-demand field right now. So these are the two engineering programs that you can take at Super Rock University, completely done here at SRU, and it's done in 4 years. We do have another option for those of you who are seeking other engineering areas like mechanical, civil, and electrical, computer, and so on. We have what's called a pre-engineering program, which is a dual degree program with the 4 universities listed below in this slide. The universities are West Virginia University, which are Pittsburgh, Penn State University, and Youngstown State University, which is in Ohio. And so the way it works is this: you come and join our pre-engineering program at SRU. You will be taking 3 years of coursework in your calculus sequence, your mathematics, your sciences, physics, and chemistry, and so on, and some of your engineering classes, and what we call your general education classes, which is like your writing, your public speaking, and so on. And then finally, if you keep a certain grade point average and do all the classes, you will be admitted to one of these 4 schools where you will spend 2 years finishing your engineering coursework. So when you go to those schools, you just do engineering. You have done all the other courses at SRU. You receive 2 degrees. You get a BA degree in physics from SRU and a BS in engineering from one of these universities that you will transfer to. So it's a 3 years at SRU, 2 years at these other universities that you choose to go to. And this is an extremely popular program with us. The reasons why we think it is a good choice is that compared to some of the other bigger universities I mentioned earlier, our tuition is extremely affordable. And so for the first 3 years, you'll be paying Super Rock tuition, so it's extremely affordable tuition. And unlike when you go to a big engineering school in your freshman semester or your first semester, you do not get big classes. All your classes are small, taught by professors, not teaching assistants or graduate assistants. And so you have small class sizes from the day you join SRU. And which is a good thing because when you take a class in your freshman year, first year, you don't want to be with 600 other students in a classroom and just be one person that you probably won't speak to the professor for a long time, or at least not in the classroom. There's so many others in the classroom. So we do offer that small class size in our program. We offer work study or internship opportunities. You do get 2 degrees in 5 years. And the types of programs that are available is BS degrees or Bachelor of Science degrees in aerospace, biomedical, chemical, civil, mechanical, computer, electrical, and so on. So these are possibilities that you can pursue. And after doing 3 years at our university, you can pursue these degrees for 2 years at one of the other schools I mentioned earlier. So this is what's called the dual degree pre-engineering program. All right, so finally, the program we offer here is the other piece of our department, which is physics. I am a physicist by training. My graduate degree is in physics. And we do have what we call different tracks or different pathways to get a physics degree, depending on what your final goal is. And for example, we have what's called a general track, that's a Bachelor of Science degree, but we also have some specialized areas in computational physics and computational biophysics. These are 2 areas that are kind of very popular right now. There is a demand for it. And we also have a kind of a track or a concentration for students who wants to go into high school teaching to teach physics and mathematics. So that's our physics program. Please, if you have any questions, please ask me. Just type, and I will be happy to answer your questions. All right, so let's talk about the department a bit. What do we offer other than the programs? I told you that you are more than welcome to join one of our research programs. Now, we have different research groups that do active research. These are liquid crystals, computational physics, that's my specialty, astrophysics, or nanoscience or nanotechnology, and material science. And so the idea is that when you come and join our program after the first semester or two, after the first year, we will talk to you in the first year about what is out there for you to do, what opportunities are there for you to pursue. And if you're interested in the second year, you can come and talk to us, and we will get you started in one of these programs depending on what your likes and dislikes are. Many of these projects are funded by some grants, so students do get paid for their research work, which is a nice feature. So if you want to have a campus job, it'll be much better for you to do some research than doing a different work like work in a cafeteria, because you do get experience. And I can guarantee you that it beats washing dishes any time of the day. It's a very nice campus job to have. And in the end, when you do apply for a job or a graduate school, the research professor will write you a very good recommendation letter saying that this person worked for me in research, they presented their research at conferences, and this kind of recommendation letter actually goes a long way when you try to get your first job or go to a grad school. This is an example of one of our students a couple of years back who presented at a national conference in physics. And all your presentations, you go to different places. This was in Dallas, Texas. We take at least 3 or 4, maybe 6 students every year to a conference somewhere else to present and get feedback. And it's all funded by the department, so you get to have a nice trip, present your work, talk to other professors and other people who are there, and kind of build your resume as somebody who's in this field. All right, so let me talk to you a few minutes about what do our students do after graduating. This is something that we're extremely proud of. So every year we have many students going to graduate school, and or they join a company for a career, or they go and join high school as a high school teacher. And so the graduate school as well as I go on to from SRU after completing the undergraduate year, Yale, Cornell, Michigan, Penn State, Johns Hopkins, North Carolina State, Purdue, and many others. So students from our university do go to very good graduate schools to pursue graduate degrees, some of them PhDs, some of them master's degrees, some in physics, some in engineering. And people who have joined the workforce straight after our degree have gone to join the Pepsi company, Raytheon, Booz Allen. These are companies that do very high-end research work for the U.S. forces, Applied Research Associates, and so many other companies that they have joined. And also they join different high schools, and that is another career that some of our students pursue after doing their physics degree here. Okay, the other things that we offer in our department is that students do apply for some summer programs. Some of them are internships, but they also apply for some other programs. One of them is a National Science Foundation funded program called Research Experience for Undergraduates, where you get to go and spend a whole summer at a Research One school doing research with some top-notch research group, and you also get paid for it. So this is one experience that you can have when our students are going to these universities I mentioned here. And actually 2 of them already applied to go next summer, and 1 of them got accepted, so which is good. We also have students joining different competitions. One of them is the International Math Modeling Competition. where you get to join a group of 2 other people and go and solve a real world problem that's given to you, and you have 4 days to solve it, and universities from all over the world join, and you are ranked based on how good your work is. You have to do a mathematical model, write a small simulation code, and then write a paper explaining your solution. And that is something that our students do every year. About 5 groups of our students join this every year. And we did win first place a few years back, which is the top 1% of all the schools in the world. And we have placed in the top 10%, which is the Meritorious Award, since 2008 all the way to 16. So we have done very well in this program. These are again opportunities where you can show how good you are, and with this kind of credentials you are sure to get a good career, good job or offer, or a graduate school admission. I mentioned the presentations. Finally, I think I'm coming to the end of my talk. When we actually listen to our students when they graduate, we ask them questions. What have you found exciting about the program you are in? And a few things they say is that the friendship among students in our department and this campus is more than anything else they experience anywhere else. People are extremely friendly. You make friends very fast. You work together. And second thing I mentioned is research opportunities, which we talked about earlier. And one of the other features that are very prominent in all of their feedback to us is that they get to know professors personally. They get to know them outside the classroom. They visit our offices very often, they come and ask us questions, and we take students out for lunch. And so we get to know your professors very, very closely, which is a very good thing. And the other thing they say is that they actually they genuinely care about your success. And actually I can say that we do care about our students' success. It's one of the most important things that we do in our department. And also we have some really cool facilities. We have some really good equipment. And we have a supercomputer, we have 3D printing labs, we have all the research labs, we have everything that you could ask for in a campus of our size. And I think that's the end of, just a few things. I think I have a few more minutes left, so let me tell you about some of the facilities. Well, like I said, we have state-of-the-art lecture rooms, dedicated computer labs for our students. Our labs are extremely high-end. We do have a 3D printing lab, and we have good teaching engineering and physics labs. On top of that, we also have other facilities called support facilities. We have student lounge where our students actually come and do their homework. They kind of get together, kind of talk to each other. So these are student lounge. There's a photograph of that on your slide. We have the research labs. We have a computational physics research lab, which is very high-end. We have a small supercomputer there. We also do have a planetarium on our campus, which is in our department. So there's a planetarium, and it is a 100% student-run planetarium. Students do all the shows. They do the rendering. They make all the movies for the full dome movies. And so it's a student-run facility, and people who work there get paid for working there. And we also have a full equipped machine shop that you can use to make things. And that is, I believe, the end of my presentation. And I am happy to answer any questions if anybody has any questions. And so I'll give you a few minutes. If you have any questions, please do so. And again, thank you for listening to me. And hopefully you found some information which is important to you. By the way, one of the things I forgot to give you was my email address. Let me go back to the first page if you bear with me. Let me go back to my first page. So this is my name that you see here. I forgot to type my email address here. My email address is my first name, the full stop, my last name at SRU.edu. It's again Athula, period, or full stop, Herat, Herat, at sru.edu. So again, thank you very much for your for joining me. And since I don't see anybody asking questions, I will say have a good day and hope to see you sometime on at SRU. Thanks. Bye.